Boys, welcome. Another week of Fox's FPL. This is the week 12 wrap up. This week, I'm wearing the shower cap because fuck me, there were some bad results. Some fucking terrible teams, terrible captain decisions, fucking terrible results all around. So I need to protect myself from the shit show that's coming down upon us. Get ready, boys. Go through everybody's teams and I'll fucking roast some of the people at the bottom, especially my boy Brett. Fortunately, bottom three, 33 points, bottom of the table. You had a bad time, my friend. Gonna highlight some of the winners. Matty Francis sitting top of the table for this week. It's a good week for him. Coming in second place, I believe it was. This guy, I fucking hate. Every time he does something good, gotta rub it in your face. It's like your annoying little brother. When you get an award at school, he comes home with the fucking principal award. You want to clock him in the head, unfortunately, but yep, little whip, get second place on the table. So if only he didn't, and I wouldn't have to congratulate him. But he took some advice. He had a good week. So let's get right into it, boys. Let's start from the top, eh? So some big results for the week. We'll go over the results for the week first. So let's start at the results for this week. West Ham versus Leeds. Good win for the Hammers. Gets them up to like 5th place in the table or something. It's a pretty good season they're having right now. Getting up over Leeds. Leeds, as always, leaky at the back, conceding a bunch of goals. So got to sort that shit out. Otherwise, they're going to be stuck in that relegation race unless Arsenal take that spot from them. Aston Villa versus Wolves. Aston Villa getting a fucking cheeky win there. What was it, McGinn and El Ghazi? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, McGinn with the assist, El Ghazi with the goal. Fucking cheeky little thing. Martinez in goal. Having a blinder. That boy was fucking on fire. 11 points that guy scored this week. Some mental points. Newcastle West Brom. Told you it was a game in the round, didn't I? Fucking exciting as shit. Nah, not at all. 2-1. Newcastle got up over West Brom. Looks like poor West Brom's going right back down where they fucking came from. The big one. Big Manchester derby that was fucking die for, that everybody forgot the minute it was over. The big old 0-0 draw. Shit show all around. Fucking nobody got their shit together. Nobody played any good. Nobody did anything. It was just a waste of time. But what it did for Liverpool was stop Man City resurging and put Manchester United kind of back in their place. Only for Liverpool to kind of go and fuck it up. So it was a pretty bad week for everybody in that top four. Really, like that big race for the title of Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham. Everybody fucked up this week, and everybody kind of stays where they are. So keeps the race on, I guess. Everton versus Chelsea. Big old Sigurdsson getting up and scoring that goal. Didn't see that one coming. I thought Everton were done for sure. But they got up, beat Chelsea, and put themselves back on the winners list and put Chelsea kind of back in their place. Highlighted a few frailties from Chelsea. But I was going to say, the performance of the round was definitely Southampton. They were a fucking quality unit. They ripped through Sheffield United. Now granted, Sheffield United this season are a shit show. They're more of a shit show than Blake's fucking FPL record at the moment. But still, Southampton tore through them 3-0. What's got them up to like top 4 or something. They're having a blinder of a season. The game that fucked everybody this fucking week was the Spurs Crystal Palace game. I don't know about you guys, but I lost a shit ton of money on that game. I know Mark lost a shit ton of money on that game. That fucking game killed everybody's multis. Fucking Crystal Palace, Rory Cockhead Hodgson, stealing a point, stealing all our money like a little fucking gremlin, owl-looking motherfucker with a big-ass nose that he is, walking off. Fucker. So, but as I said, puts him in their place. So, a draw for Spurs, a draw for Liverpool, a draw for Man City, loss for Chelsea. It kind of didn't change much in the top 4. So, nobody took advantage of the other people fucking up. Same as, like I said, Liverpool. Liverpool got absolutely run off the park by Fulham. We were atrocious. Barely could keep our shit together. Salah getting the penalty that saved our lives, but other than that, we did fuck all. Like, by all means, Fulham were the vastly better team. They should have beaten the shit out of us. Fortunately, they didn't, and they're probably going to get relegated. So, what can you say? Now, this one, boys, this one is definitely the game of the round. Aubameyang hasn't scored a goal all season, and since he's put pen to paper on his new contract, the only goal that he's scored is an own goal, and that's for Burnley. So, take that as you may. Old mate Aubameyang doing an Ozil, sitting on the paycheck, raking in them dollars, just cleaning up. So, good boy. Now, is Arsenal in a relegation race? This is the question on everybody's lips. Arteta's got a pretty shitty run coming up. They've got the next few weeks. Bloody Southampton, you're going to lose. Everton, probably going to lose. Chelsea, they're going to lose. Then Brighton, look, probably going to lose. Then they go into the new year up against West Brom. So is Arteta going to survive that window of time? Is he going to be the manager by January? It's a big call to make, but I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to say he's going to be fired. He's going to be the first guy fired this season. If not Sheffield United's Chris Wilder, which I don't think he deserves. But Arteta out by January. And the last game of the round, the Leicester-Brighton game. And, old mate Leicester ripping through Brighton. They were a pretty silky unit this week, and Vardy getting a goal and 2 assists, Maddison getting 2 goals. Is everybody going to jump ships and quickly bring in Maddison? Good performance. What are they on next week? Decent round. Everton next week. People going to try to bring him in. He's a bit of a wild card. Nobody's got him in their teams. What is it? 3% owned. Only 7 mil. 3 goals, 3 assists this season. Maybe. Could be worth a shot. Vardy, on the other hand, that boy is on fire. 10 goals, 5 assists in 12 rounds. That's fucking mental. He's going to be the Golden Boot winner again. Like, what is he, 600 now? Fucking too old. He's got 10 goals this season. And last season he scored 23 in the whole season. Can he beat that? Is he going to beat his ultimate record in the Prem at 24? Could be the season. Poor Matty Ryan did everything in goals for Brighton, but stopped, ready to go. The bloke was a fucking flying salmon, putting his hands out, copping everything, but just defence in front of him just ghosted on him. Basically puppets. So, I don't know, let's get into the wrap up for the week of who did well and who did shit. So, first off, as I said, top of the round, was Matty Francis. Big win this week. Put some waves on the table. Now, he made a start with a transfer. Brought out Connor Cody and brought in Vestergaard. Cody out, got 2 points this week. Vestergaard got 7. So it was a good transfer. Nothing too crazy there. What did he have in his team? Captain Son, 5 points, doubled it to 10. Calvert-Lewin, Bamford, Kane, Mings, Vestergaard, Keane and Pope. Look, it's a solid team. Everybody pretty much scored points other than Fernandes, Grealish and Dyer. And to be honest, Grealish got unlucky and Fernandes was in the boringest game in the world, so what can you say? So he had a pretty solid week. What that's done though, that's thrown the poor boy from, I believe he was second, he's up the top spot now. So he's taken over old mate Tyler. He's in front by 4 points. 4 points now. So this top 4 is just swapping every other week. One person has a bad week, they fall down real fast. You have a good week, climb to the top. Kind of how it's going. From 7th place to 1st place, from Mark to Maddie, there's 52 points in a gap. It's not a big gap. It's a pretty mountable thing. So string together a couple of good game weeks, you find yourself rocketing up the table pretty quickly. So well done, Maddie. It's good overall rank. He's at 160,000 overall. That's pretty damn good. In Australia, what is he at? Top 3,000. It's pretty damn good. It's good little team he's got going on. And now to the annoying little brother that everybody has to say well done to. It's old mate Whipsay. What did he do? He made 3 transfers. Took a -4. got rid of Rashford, Mendy, and Bard. Oh my lord. Rest in peace. Who, in their right mind, moves out Vardy? Did I say move out Vardy last week? I believe I didn't. I said get rid of Calvert-Lewin, not Jamie fucking Vardy. So, don't know why he did that. I guess to bring in De Bruyne. You know, De Bruyne does have a good fixture list coming up, so maybe a long-term shout, but even so, Helen's got to hurt. Bringing in Wilson, who banged in a whole 1 point. Owen, who got pretty decent, he got 5 points, and De Bruyne got 3 points. So, but you lost big points there. 13 points he scored this week. 13. Got to hurt. Leave that guy on your team and find yourself top of the table for the week. Let alone just don't make the transfer and you're fucking not negative 4 points, and then all of a sudden you're top of the table for the week. So, a couple of fuck ups there, but still a good week all round. Like Martinez in goal, having a blinder. Contra in his back line. Didn't say that guy was a bit shit, didn't I? I'll admit that he's done well keeping that bloke. Well, fine, alright. I concede. Contra was a good choice to keep in your team. What we got? Reece James. Fuck all this week, unfortunately. Keane, 6 points. Son, 5 points. Captain Salah, safe bet. Always Captain Salah. I'm telling you, might not win every week. He might not be top of the round, but he's solid though. 80% of the time, he's going to score you points. So, and especially in the weeks coming up, you've got, you know, this week Liverpool have a tough week, but Man City have a shitty week. They've got West Brom. So switch it to De Bruyne. Done. Then switch it back to Salah. Switch back to De Bruyne. Just juggle those two. Those two are going to score you 8 points a week. Double that shit to 16. You might miss out on the odd Kane scoring 1,000 points or Vardy scoring 1,000 points, but you're always going to have a solid captain choice. Blake, listen to me words. Captain De Bruyne or Salah. That's it. Don't change it. Don't try to be smart. Just do that. Fuck me, I'm going to get to you in Jesus Christ. Shit that I seen. That's why I'm wearing a fucking shower cap. So, back to Whippet's team. Bowen though, banging in another 5 points. De Bruyne only 3, Wilson 1, Bamford 5, and Kane 9. So, overall, very solid team. Only Wilson, really, James and De Bruyne not scoring you any points. And Martinez in goal has been phenomenal this season. Every now and then he pops up with just an absolute blinder of a week. Problem is, you're kind of stuck with him, aren't you? So, really banking on Villa having a good time. So, let's move on to the losers. There's a lot to move on to in the losers category. Now, bottom of the pile. Bottom. Like, not even close. Just fucking flat out bottom of the pile. Brett. What the fuck? I gave you props for taking down Tyler a couple of weeks ago. Gave you a little bit of shit for falling down the thing, hoping it would, you know, motivate you, give you a little push, get up, go on, make some changes. And you then serve this up? God, disappointed, mate. Absolutely gutted. Fucking terrible. It's like watching my son on a soccer field. It just hurts my heart. You know, it makes me cry sometimes. Now, look at this team. It was disgusting. Honestly, it was disgusting. Jota didn't play. That kind of really fucked in. The bench was just non-existent, so you were kind of stuck. Wilson 1 point, Werner 2 points, Mahrez 3 points, Chilwell, Tomato, Areola and goals. Everybody blanking. You only had Calvert-Lewin scoring any points and Diaz scoring any points, and then you doubled your 3 on De Bruyne. 33 points. What transfer did you make? Was this a hidden gem? Oh, lad. Took out Ziyech to replace him with Jota. Unfortunately, that guy. Look, taking out Ziyech wasn't a bad choice. Put Jota in though. It kind of was. Always out for, I think they're saying 5 weeks or something. They're saying a good while he's not coming back. So, well, got our love out of Jota. We got a few points in there, and he's gone. So, That was a bit of a shit house week from you, mate. So, yeah. We're at bottom of the pile. Pull your finger out your ass. Make some fucking changes. Get some shit together. Get rid of Jota. You know, you've got Mahrez, you've got a decent little thing there. You've got a triple up of Man City players, which isn't bad. It's a pretty decent little lineup. You've got Werner up front, which is still hemorrhaging you money. It's an expensive flop. That's what it seems to be. Wilson, he's going to score every now and then, but you've got Leeds and Fulham, so you might get lucky. Leeds are leaky. De Bruyne, he's going to score his points. Captain De Bruyne. So he's like Captain De Bruyne. Alright, moving on to second bottom this week, and that is my boy Sam. Look, every other week, finding you further down the table. Whatever you're doing, don't do it. I'm going to put you in the same basket as Blake. If you think about a transfer, don't do that transfer. Do a different transfer, because I don't know about you, but I'm looking at your results. They ain't great. Just Captain Grealish. Don't do that, man. Don't Captain Grealish. As I said before, De Bruyne or Salah. Like, if you can't do either of those two, then like a Son or a Kane or something. They're pretty safe bets. Like this week, Son and Kane. So, shitty week. Oh my god, look at your bench. Got old Bonner on the bench. He's scoring 11 points. Scored more points than anyone else on your field. Bit hard. Sorry, mate. 42 points. Second at bottom. Took 2 transfers as well. Who'd you take out? Mahrez and Loftus-Cheek to bring in Neto and Grealish. Neto did fuck all for you. Got 2 points. Grealish did fuck all. Got another 2 points. Loftus-Cheek did. Well, he scored 3. And Mahrez scored 3. So you lost out on both your transfers, taking out Mahrez and bringing in Grealish. And you captain him. Who did that? What possessed you to captain it? Grealish against Wolves. Like, they're not the underdog Fulham or something like that, like, where you're expected to get fucked, but like, Wolves are a decent squad. Like, they got beaten, but they ran off the park. It was a ballsy punt. So, it didn't pay off. So, tough week for you. Werner blanking, Zaha blanking, Grealish blanking, Neto blanking, Dyer, Chilwell, all blanking. Only getting points out of Schmeichel in goals, Walker Peters, Son, Calvert-Lewin and Bamford. Calvert-Lewin, that boy, just fucking scoring goals for fun. This week it was an assist, but, always getting something. Look at his last 6 games, he's got 8 points, 5 points, 13, then he had a blank against Leeds at 2, and then 6 and 5 points. Like, can't go wrong. GCL, mate. Good little guy to have in your team. But we've got in the next week, they've got Leicester, so it's a bit of a rough one. But then you've got relegation fodder and Arsenal and Sheffield United, so it's going to have a field day there. You're going to run through some guys, so if you want to maybe have a ballsy punt, then Captain Calvert-Lewin, make a bit of waves doing that shit. What Spurs are you on this week? Liverpool. Leicester. Straight after that. I don't know. Spurs are I don't know. We'll see. The title contenders. We're gonna see. By the end of December, we're gonna know whether or not we're in this race or not. So, but for sure, I can put my money on it. Sam is not in the race for the winning. So we're going to definitely come up with some achievement awards for random things throughout the season to keep everybody interested, because Sam, the Blakes, the Reeses, the Corys, all shot. So we'll think of something. Now, third to bottom this week, same points, 42 points. It's my boy Andrew. Look, didn't have a good time. Martinez on his bench instead of Edison. On the field, Edison got 6, Martinez got 11. Didn't have a good time. Ziyech came off, Rodriguez came off on the exact same way. Fucking Rodriguez, man. Bellerin 1 point, Zuma 2 points. Fucking Grealish 2 points, Zaha 2 points, Brewster 1 point, Werner 2 points. Everybody had a shit show. Captain Fernandez only got 3. Like, only people scoring him any points was Edison, Walker and Mings. Not a good time. Now, how many transfers did you make last week? Took out 2. Dallas. So we should have 2 transfers next week. Didn't make any this week. So I want to see a punt. I want to see you take out something. Like, get rid of Ziyech and Rodriguez. They both seem to be inconsistent. Like, Ziyech isn't back until the end of December. Rodriguez is like perpetually injured because that's what he does. So get rid of these guys. Pull in some money. What is it? 7.7 and 8 mil. I don't know. My advice: get Salah in your team. Somehow, anyway, get him in. I know this week's a bit of a shit week. Got Spurs, but he's gonna score your points. Like, who knows? We go up against Spurs, we get a penalty, Salah's gonna take it. If we're gonna score anything at the moment, Salah's gonna score it. It's kind of how it's going. Salah's the boy. He's always safe. De Bruyne, if you can't get Salah, try to get De Bruyne in. Man City, good run of fixtures coming up. See it with Walker. You know, West Brom, Southampton, Newcastle, Everton, all before the new year. They don't fuck up like they did against Man City. They just do what they should, and they should beat West Ham convincingly. They should beat Southampton. They'll come out and play. Newcastle and Newcastle. Everton they should beat. So De Bruyne is going to be at the centre of all of that. Get those 2 guys. Make some big moves. So yeah. So that's your bottom thing. Now, Blake, we have to have a chat. I've seen you put your shit in your chat. That is my fault because I said take a punt on your captaincy. Now when I said take a punt, I didn't mean fucking go outside, grab a rock, throw it at a window, and hope for the fucking best. I mean, like, think about it a little bit and pick someone that's fucking gonna score points. Wilson? That's who you fucking picked? Wilson? Fucking Wilson, for fuck's sake? When they play, like, West Brom, I get it, West Brom, but it's Newcastle, man. Like, come on, what the fuck? Jesus. Like, I would have picked Kane or fucking Son or Justin. Justin, man, take a punt on Justin. Jesus, that guy's been good. You know, he's got 11 points this week. That would have been a good fucking punt. Look, I wouldn't even been mad if you did the Martinez fucking captain. 11 points, that boy had a fucking grilled right day. Then again, as I said, Captain Son, Captain Kane, Captain De Bruyne, even Calvert-Lewin in the fucking goal this week. You literally could have just picked anybody else in your team. You would have had a good time. Like, you had Mings on your bench that missed out on 8 points, you know. Only thing I can kind of say is pay attention to your subs in the order that they're in. Mings is obviously going to play 90 minutes. He's played 90 minutes for the whole fucking season. So you had him as choice number 1 to come on the field. Then, you know, who came off any auto subs? No auto subs. But I would have still had him on the field over this fucking Alioski guy from Leeds. So you missed yourself out 8 points there. But I said take a punt on the captaincy, and you fucking went for fucking the home run, missed the ball, threw the bat, hit yourself in the face. So just don't be crazy. Like, you've got a solid team here, sort of. You've got Son, De Bruyne, Kane, and Calvert-Lewin. Put them on a board, spin it around or something. Put your finger on one, captain one of them. You will get points, I promise you. My advice, if you want some decent captain decision, because you haven't fucking landed a captaincy all season, go with Man City, go with De Bruyne. West Brom next week, De Bruyne is going to be doing something. He had 10 points and 14 points the 2 previous weeks, and then a blank against Man U because fucking Man U. So, he's going to be a solid choice. He'll give you a solid return, hopefully. Doesn't fucking up and call me a liar. But hopefully it gives you a solid return and you're all good. So, don't blame me, you little fuck. I swear to God. Alright? It's your fault. You picked fucking the crazy motherfucker. Alright? Now, let's go over the table for the week. So, as I said earlier in the video, well in Matt, top for the week, and now top of the table for overall. It's gone up 1 spot. Beating out Tyler. Like, Tyler had, 54 points this week. Dropped down. There's now 4 points between Matt and Tyler. It's close, boys. It's close up there. So, yeah. Matt moving up 1 spot. Tyler moving down 1 spot. Third place, Sean moving up 1 spot. Well in Sean. Having a good solid time with it. Sean had 60 points and leapfrogging Brett, who had fucking abysmal. So I didn't even turn up, like. he literally had as bad of a week as you could possibly have. It's like he got hit by the car and then got sued for hitting the car. That's how bad his week was. Next up, Brett goes down to 4th, then 5th place, me, I've moved, Whippet in 6th place, and Mark in 7th place. But Whippet and Mark having a solid week have closed the gap on me. Whippet's only 2 points off me, Mark up to 7 points off, and Luke now up to 8th place with only 8 points off. So it's closing up, boys. It's from 5th to 8th. It's very, very close. And from 1 to 4, it's very, very close. So let's see in the next couple of weeks. Christmas time, a lot of fixtures coming together. People are going to forget. People are not going to put in subs or captain the wrong thing or not change things. So it's about who can just fuck up the least, not make the best decisions. It's just pay attention when the game week starts. Get your teams on the field. Pick a decent captain. As I said, can't go wrong with a Salah or a De Bruyne. Even if you have a tough week, leave it on Salah, leave it on De Bruyne. It'll be safer than trying to be a crazy person and putting on someone and forgetting 2 days later when the game week starts again. Alright? So, where were we? We're up to Luke, who went up 1 spot this week to 8th. 9th, Jack went down 1 spot, top of the week, last week, and come crashing down this week. What do you get this week? 55 points, boys. Let's have a little squizzy here. Gave him big props for last week. Oh my lord, Jackie boy, what the fuck, man? You had 1 lucky fucking punt playing your wild card and scoring 1 million points. So you went, fuck it, I'm doubling down and going crazy again. Triple captain? Triple? What are you triple captain? You triple captain's son! What the actual fuck, man? You ballsy motherfucker. You thought, you know what? Fuck this. I had a great week last week. I'm fucking going in hammer. Now, you're the only person that I fucking know that has a Aubameyang in that team. Aubameyang. Boy, he scored 2 goals all season. And an own goal. An own fucking goal. Like, what have you got? Did you make a sub? Didn't you out for Mendy in? Like, fine, the subs were good, but like, triple captain? God damn. Deserve to go down a point for that. Double game weeks exist, Jack. You just fucked up, boy. Alright. Next down. So, Jake coming up 1 spot into 10th space. So, jumping Andrew. And then Andrew dropping down 1. So, you guys swapping. There's been a lot of swaps this week. People going up 1, down 1. 12th spot. Cashy. Holding his ground, not moving, not losing anything. This week, Morgan jumping 1 spot. Looking, making waves. I did say I wanted to see some waves out of you, and you did. You moved up 1. It's a big jump. What do we got? 53 points. What do we got here? Anything good? And you got... Nah, just a generic as fuck team. 6 points. Tellers. What the fuck you got Tellers in there for? Did he even play? Did he play? It's a random one. 5.5 mil wasted. Yeah, so you got Tellers in your team, that's a bit of weird. De Bruyne, Fernandez, Ward-Prowse. That's a lot of De Bruyne, Fernandez, Ward-Prowse, and Zuma. I told you to bring in Zuma. Anybody that needs a good defender for a decent price, 5.7 mil, Zuma's your guy. Chelsea, Wolves, West Ham, Arsenal, Aston Villa. Good run. So, yeah. So Mo, I want to see you make some more waves, alright? Do something big this week. I want to see something special. Something I didn't see coming. See if you can get up that ranking a little bit. You've got to close the gap from you to Cashy. There's only 18 points, so I'm sure you can do it. Old mate Sam, rest in peace. Down another spot. Slowly falling down the table. Can we go another a week where you don't end up in the bottom 3? Let's see, like, I want to see next week you're not there. Like, I want to see definitely get rid of something, like do something. Neto, a ballsy call. The Wolves have got a shithouse run, so I don't know why he brought him in, but still, like, you've got a solidish team there. Chilwell, Schmeichel, Walker Peters, Son, Zaha, Grealish, Calvert-Lewin, Bamford. My advice, get rid of Werner. It's 9.4 mil, free that up. Get in one of your big hitters, Salah, De Bruyne, Fernandez, one of those three. Get them in, they're going to rack in some points. Or even try to swap them for Kane or something. You know, I know this week they've got Liverpool, so it's a bit of a tough week, and then next week they've got Leicester, but after that, Wolves, Fulham, Leeds, Aston Villa and Sheffield United. So there's goals there. They don't fall apart by losing to Liverpool and Leicester, and then Mourinho goes into a fucking full meltdown. Then you're going to have a solid little thing. So persist, get through, maybe bring in Kane, suffer for 2 more weeks. I don't know. Do something though. Alright? I don't want to see you in the bottom 3 again. Blake, he's still there in 15th place. Nothing changes with the bottom 3. Blake, Corey, Reece. Everything, every time. Look, you boys, I want to... If you've got some chips you haven't played, wild cards, free hits, triple captains, benches, boosts, something. Do something wild, alright? Like, fuck it. If you're going to go down in the blaze of glory. And Blake, don't captain Wilson. Like, just fucking don't. Captain anyone else other than Wilson, Alionski, and Ward-Prowse. I'll say that. Don't captain any of those 3. Anybody else, you'll be alright. Except for maybe Grealish. I still don't trust him for a captain choice, but he's got Burnley and West Brom. So, fuck it. Maybe there's your differential captain then. Grealish. Could be a shout. Then again, you don't listen to me anyway. I say do something, you do the opposite, then you blame me. So, fuck it. Fail, be on the bottom. I don't care. But yeah, so another good week, boys. What do we got coming up? So we have fixtures for the week. Alright, so this week we have a few games coming up. Remember, midweek round, Wednesday. Deadline tomorrow. I'll be writing this up, getting it out Tuesday. So you've got no excuses, alright? Deadline day's approached upon us pretty quickly. How much time have we got left as of right this second? Yeah, deadline this week. Alright? 16th of December. That's Wednesday, 3 o'clock. Don't forget. I want to hear it in the group chat saying you forgot. I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to put this video out. You're going to get it. You're going to see the video. You're going to probably not watch it because that's what you guys do. And then you're going to fucking complain. And I didn't watch the video and then I don't have time and I forgot. Just fucking pay attention for 5 minutes. Go into your team. Fix some shit, even if it's rapid. As I said, these are the weeks of just making as minimal mistakes as possible. Just put a team out that's going to play. You should be okay. You beat most people. Alright? Now, this week, Wolves and Chelsea. It's a big game. Is Chelsea going to stumble again? What they played last week, they lost to Everton. Are they going to lose to someone like Wolves? It's on the cards, it could happen. Maybe. Man City, you're going to run through West Brom. Because poor little West Brom are just not very good. If Newcastle are going to beat them, and Man City's going to beat them. We got relegation fodder. Arsenal versus Southampton. Poor Arsenal. Southampton look pretty good this weekend, so they're going to just tear Arsenal a new one. See, is Aubameyang going to score a goal? No. Maybe Jack looks like a miracle worker. Got him in his team, thinking ahead, seeing some shit, playing some 12D chess or something, maybe. I doubt it, but was it? Leicester and Everton, tough game, but Vards. Everton haven't been good defensively, like short of last week against Chelsea. They've been a bit shaky all over the kind of place, so maybe Vardy catches them on a counter and bangs in a few goals. So Vardy could be a good shout, boys. If you've got the ability or you've been thinking about it, maybe bring him in. Leeds and Newcastle, that's going to be a shit show. Absolute shit show. I'm going to go with Leeds though. Brighton and Fulham, that's going to be an also boring as fuck game. Look, after the display against Liverpool, I'm going to go with Fulham. They were pretty good actually. Tottenham, Liverpool. There's your big one for the week, boys. Title race contender. Whoever wins this, box seat winners for the title. Maybe. Liverpool are going to come out and play, hopefully, after getting a bit of a slap around by Fulham. Klopp's going to ream them and stick them out there and ready to go. Tottenham, on the other hand, are going to park that fucking bus and hit on that fucking counter. Can Liverpool hold up against it? We'll see. Alisson was pretty fucking good for Liverpool, so glad we had him back for that game last week against Fulham. So he made a fucking bunch of saves. So glad he's back. Tottenham's going to be a big shout. So my bet, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to go Liverpool. West Ham and Crystal Palace. That's a big game too. West Ham though, having a good little run of form and sitting quite high in the table, man. Can they keep it going? Can they keep stringing it together? But can they make it look like they're actually meant to be there and not there by accident? Well, let's see. I'm gonna lean to a draw on that one. Yeah, next up, Aston Villa and Burnley. So it's gonna be a bit of a shit show, I reckon. Burnley gonna fall apart. Aston Villa gonna be 2-0 winners. And finally, the battle of the Uniteds. Sheffield United versus Manchester United. Shit, man, how Sheffield United wish they still had Manchester United's Dean Henderson right now, right? Apparently he fucking gave them 20 odd points. They are terrible. Then again, Man U, not much better. Is this the game where Ollie does his thing where he gets a good draw against Man City after getting knocked out in the Champions League? Everybody kind of forgets. Then he comes out, he runs through Sheffield United, and everybody goes, oh, maybe he's got it sorted out again. Everybody's playing great. And then he comes up against Leeds and loses. I don't know. On the cards, though. I'm going to lean towards Manchester United, though, because Sheffield have showed fuck all this season. Absolutely fuck all. I got 1 point. Fuck me. Can they just quit now? Is there a way you can just call it and be like, alright, we're done. Fucking leaving. So if I was Sheffield United, that's what I'd be doing. Nah. Fuck, finish with this shit. Alright, boys. Well, that's the week wrapped up. Midweek, as I said, new game week on Wednesday this week. So make sure you get on it. Put this video in the chat tomorrow. Pay attention. Get in there. Make your changes. I don't want to hear any fucking sooking about. I forgot to make some changes because I will call you out the next game week with a bit wrap up. Alright? Good luck. Auf Wiedersehen. And I'll see you in a few days, boys.